FIFA World Cup Golden Ball is football's ultimate individual honor, awarded to the tournament's best player. It recognizes the one footballer who rose above everyone on the world's biggest stage. Since its introduction in 1982, only 10 different players have won the award. Some became immortal icons, while others enjoyed just one unforgettable summer before fading from the spotlight. But every winner has a story worth telling. Paolo Rossi was the first winner of this prestigious award, and a few football stories compared to the journey he had to take. Just 2 years before the 1982 World Cup, Rossi had been banned from football for his involvement in the Totonero betting scandal. While many believed his career was over, he was included in the World Cup squad. With a slow start to the tournament, Rossi exploded into life by scoring a legendary hat-trick against Brazil. He then added 2 goals in the semi-final, then another in the final against West Germany, finishing with 6 goals to win both the Golden Ball and the Golden Boot, while leading Italy to their 3rd World Cup title. He later enjoyed successful years with Juventus, winning numerous domestic and European trophies, before retiring with more than 130 club goals in over 330 appearances. His story remains one of football's greatest redemption arcs. The second edition saw Diego Maradona pull up what many believe is the greatest individual World Cup performance ever, whereby he carried Argentina almost single-handedly to the title by scoring 5 goals, providing 5 assists, and was involved in almost every important Argentine attack, marked by his famous quarterfinal against England, where he produced 2 of football's most iconic goals, the controversial Hand of God and the breathtaking Goal of the Century, where he dribbled past nearly half the English team. His club career was equally legendary. Across more than 600 professional matches, he scored over 300 goals while transforming Napoli from underdogs into Italian champions and becoming one of football's greatest cultural icons. For millions, Maradona defined football genius, but we wouldn't say the same for the next winner. As Salvatore Schillaci was widely unknown, he surprised everyone by owning the world stage. And it's safe to say that no player has ever captured a World Cup quite like him. He arrived at Italian 90 and wasn't even expected to start. But once given his opportunity, he couldn't stop scoring. Schillaci finished as the tournament's top scorer with 6 goals, won both the Golden Boot, the Golden Ball, and became the face of the competition despite Italy finishing 3rd. Unlike the previous winners, he never reached those incredible heights again internationally, but he enjoyed a respectable club career with Juventus and Inter Milan, finishing with more than 180 goals in over 480 appearances. He remains football's greatest one-tournament sensation. The 1994 World Cup belonged to Romário, as he would lead Brazil to their 4th title. Despite his small stature, he was deadly in front of goal, possessing a combination of extraordinary movement, intelligence, and finishing ability that led Brazil back to world glory after a 24-year wait. His ability to lead the attack saw him bag 5 goals at the tournament. Across his remarkable career, Romário scored more than 760 official goals, starring for PSV Eindhoven, Barcelona, Vasco da Gama, and Brazil, while earning recognition as one of history's greatest natural finishers. Ronaldo Nazario won the Golden Ball in 1998. Even though he didn't win the tournament, at just 21, the phenomenon dazzled defenders with explosive speed, pushing him to 4 goals as Brazil reached the final. But hours before the final against France, he suffered a mysterious medical emergency, which even today remains one of football's greatest mysteries. He managed to play the match, though everyone could notice his drop in performance as Brazil lost 3-0. As for some, would have ended their careers. Instead, Ronaldo overcame devastating knee injuries that had threatened to destroy everything and returned 4 years later to win the 2002 World Cup, in which he scored 8 goals, including both goals in the final. Across Europe's top leagues, he scored more than 175 league goals while becoming one of football's greatest comeback stories. Germany entered the tournament without many global superstars, but Kahn's extraordinary goalkeeping carried them all the way to the final, with his commanding presence and leadership producing one unforgettable performance after another. Although an unfortunate error in the final helped Brazil secure victory, his performances throughout the tournament were simply impossible to ignore, and remains the only goalkeeper ever to win the FIFA World Cup Golden Ball. At club level, the Bayern Munich legend finished his Bundesliga career with over 430 league appearances and more than 160 clean sheets, while winning countless domestic titles and a UEFA Champions League trophy. He's today seen as a national hero and one of the best goalkeepers ever. Zinedine Zidane's vision and elegance was what France needed at the 2006 World Cup. At 34 years and preparing for retirement, he inspired France past Spain, Brazil, and Portugal before producing a memorable Panenka penalty in the World Cup final against Italy, followed by football's most shocking ending, whereby an exchange with Marco Materazzi in extra time would end into Zidane headbutting the Italian defender and a red card in the final match of his career. Despite the unforgettable controversy, he still won the Golden Ball after a tournament filled with moments of brilliance. He retired with more than 120 club goals in nearly 700 appearances, while winning league titles, a UEFA Champions League trophy, a Ballon d'Or, and both the World Cup and European Championship with France. No player exceeded expectations more than Diego Forlan, as he will always be connected to the Jabulani shots in South Africa. With his thunderous long-range strikes and tireless performances, he inspired Uruguay to their best World Cup finish in 40 years by scoring 5 spectacular goals, as well as becoming the heartbeat of an exciting Uruguayan side. For his club career, Forlan had already rebuilt himself after struggling at Manchester United to becoming a superstar at Villarreal and Atletico Madrid, where he won the European Golden Shoe twice. He finished with more than 140 goals across Europe's top 5 leagues and proved that perseverance can transform a career. Lionel Messi is the only player to win it twice. The first time came in Brazil 2014, where he would go on to carry Argentina to the World Cup final with 4 goals and countless magical moments, although Germany denied him the trophy. After disappointing moments with Argentina, Messi decided to retire from international football in 2016. But support from the football world, including a message from Ronaldo, inspired his comeback as he would guide Argentina to 2 Copa America titles, and not forgetting Qatar 2022, where Messi delivered one of the greatest World Cup campaigns ever by scoring 7 goals, 3 assists, and producing an unforgettable performance in arguably the greatest World Cup final ever played. At 39, he hasn't slowed down as he's already recorded 6 goals from 3 games at the 2026 World Cup, adding to a history-rewriting career of over 900 goals, more than 400 assists, 8 Ballon d'Or awards, 13 league titles, 4 Champions League trophies, and virtually every major record imaginable. It's safe to say that World Cup completed football's greatest resume. Luka Modric led Croatia to one of the greatest underdog stories in World Cup history by leading a nation of fewer than 4 million people to their first ever World Cup final. His intelligence, passing range, and relentless work rate helped him control matches against football's biggest nations, which earned him the Golden Ball before he went on to win the Ballon d'Or later that year, ending the decade-long dominance of Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Across more than 550 top 5 league appearances, Modric has won 7 league titles, 6 UEFA Champions League trophies, and has established himself as one of the greatest midfielders football has ever seen. His career is proof that football isn't only won by goals.